Create a new dimension style and add dimension is the first step to create documentation in Revit. In previous movies, I was talking about modeling in Revit. So today we're gonna start with creating documentation. So first, let's go to the ribbon tab, annotate, and here we have panel dimension, where we have all the group of dimension tools. We have here align, linear dimension, angular, radial, diameter, arc length, and even some spot elevation. As you can see, this panel is a drop list panel, so let's click on the name of the dimension and you have some hidden tools here with different types for each dimension or spot. But mostly common in use in Revit is align dimension with parallel references or between multiply points. Very often people ask me why not use linear dimension. Well, the answer is that sometimes we have some different angles. For example, I will use ZR for zoom region to see balconies. And here I would like to add a dimension for these mullions in my railing. So I would add align. And now I am creating a witness line, clicking the grid of railing posts to show the dimension between them. I will click escape to undo my job, and this time I will want to show you a linear dimension. And here I am not able to click grid of railing post. I only can click on the spots of it, and Revit creates horizontal line. I will remove the dimension line with delete keyboard key. So please remember that in Revit you can use both this dimension, but when you go to the elements, to the different angles, you have to choose align dimension. And align dimension allowed us to make dimension for horizontal or vertical as well. So let's double click to scroll up the mouse to see all the structure of the building. And third thing I want to show you is align dimension, and before I will start dimensioning my project, I will go to the property palette, and here I have a linear dimension style, a 1mm Arial, and I will click on edit type. In edit type, you can see the type parameters for this dimension type. First, I will duplicate this type and rename it. I will add dashed training, and I'm going to change the height of the dimension text for 2mm. Okay, and here, as you can see, I have grouped some parameters as graphics, where you can decide what type of leader type or leader tick mark or witness line control set, but mostly on which I want to focus on today are the parameters grouped under text. In here we have width factor. So this is the width of our numbers in dimension. We have also option of creating text as underline, italic, bold. But here first is text size. So I'll name the A-2mm Arial dash training. So I will change it for 2mm. I can also set here a text offset, read convention up then left, text font. You can change for any text font you would like. Text background. Let's change it for opaque just to see how it works. Unit formats, as you can see, it's default use project settings. But you can uncheck the use project settings and here define some of your desired settings for dimension. I will set here 2 decimal places. Here you can very functioning option is suppress trailing zeros, and OK. These settings are mostly common in use for creating a new dimension style, so we can click on OK and start dimensioning the project. First, I will use ZR to zoom region. First, it's very important to check the option bar, where we can find the preference settings, what we want to dimension. We can change it for wall center lines, wall faces, center of core, or faces of core, and then we have some pick. option with individual references. I won't change it. And here, by clicking on any element of the project, I can create a new dimension for it. And it's very important to approve and quit the dimension. We have to click on the empty white space. Do not click enter or nor escape nor modify option, because as you can see, my dimension disappears. So once again, I must go to the align dimension, click on each reference I want to be dimensioned. And very important, as I said, click on an empty space which can right outside the dimension or on the dimension line. As long as you do not click at any plate, you can decide of the location of your dimension. So by clicking here, I am ending my dimension. To finish my topic of this dimension, let's practice the other dimension like angular. So I will click on it and here move to this, choose one of these lines and choose the second line, and we can see degrees of our element, or set a radial for the stairs or diameter as well. Thank you for your attention.